them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Canes in the hurry up. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, what a cut. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. There he goes! Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Running to Green. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
To the air on 2nd down. using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Dropping back, it's back. Rush is on him. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. The throw. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. It doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The gun to give to the back. Makes his man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Fires to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense doing a really good job with situational football. Both drives. Last drive gave up some yards, 0 points. This drive forcing a third and long. You bring on the pass rushers. You get after them in a predictable situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The screen, and watch out. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working the middle, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Miami.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams looking for a man. He'll take another shot here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. Finds his tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. On the run, it's Coleman. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll send the back in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Wants to throw. It's back. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Jet sweep to the receiver. Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Quick handoff. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Evans. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Pulls it in. It's Ryan. Jukes his way for more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Under fire. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Oh, it's a reverse. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, on that 3rd down, they decided to dial up the jet sweep, see if they could get to the outside. Weren't able to do it, though, and now the head coach has a decision to make on 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, he got loose. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's back. Takes the easy completion. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. It just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now throwing 3 picks in this game.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game. And you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.